What up, everybody? What is up? What is up? Oh, how's everybody doing? It is late night shenanigans tonight. Today we're gonna be, well, this is part 2 of trying Russian almond snake something dual forms. Hi, Lizard, how are you? I gotta get myself, I get uninspired, I get re-inspired. Aww. Yay! I'm so glad you're. Hi, Icy. How are you, sweetheart? How you feeling? Thanks for coming. I do not have my computer tonight, guys. However, I did manage to. I got my base on. Okay, but this one stayed on, so we're gonna leave her alone. It looks a little cray-cray in my glove, but hey, it's okay. However, I thought that instead of using, well, you can't see it now. I don't know what I did with the nail itself, but I thought about having you guys pick a pink. Do we want bright pink? I'm doing good, love. How are you? So I have these lighter purples, and do we want like a vibrant, like bright neon pink? Or do we want to go with like a light but bright pink? And do we want a brighter purple or a lighter purple to go with it? Like, because I thought that the pink that we used was not as vibrant. So, of course, we're still going to use this one. But I thought maybe if we added an actual pink and actual purple to this with a little bit of blue, we could get like that pastel sherbet look, I guess. But I found these, right? And I thought we could add extra color throughout because of the way that these are. Because they're like, those little, they got like the nozzle on them, you know? So I thought we could always use a little dab of this if we need some color. Because I feel like the way it comes out, it would be like, we could kind of put it throughout the colors. You know what I'm saying? To kind of give it more of a layered but sherbet look almost, you know? I don't know. Never used these before, so I have no idea. Ah! Nail crazy mama, hi! So let me put you guys up here so I can show you the colors real quick. And turn on my... Give me one sec. I need to turn on the Z flash. There we go. Okay. Let me fix this. Don't go nowhere. Okay. Alright, everybody. So... Hi, how are you? So, here is the pink. So, here's the first one, which is a hot pink, right? Ooh, but it's so pretty. And I thought it would give it a little pizzazz. But this one is still kind of a brighter pink, but it's not as hot pink. You know what I mean? So I'm like, So I'm going to... Look at that pink, you guys. Oh my gosh. So, there's that one, and then here's the lighter one. See what I mean about the pinks? So, you guys pick which one you want. The bright one or the lighter color. We're doing like a sherbet, but sherbet can be any damn color we want. Then we have this purple. These are my 2 favorite purples that I own. Makartt had some really good polygel. So we have this, like, it's pastel, but it's dark at the same time. But it's not, like, that dark, you know? And then this one, which is a tad bit lighter, just like that light pink. Which one do you think? I think that one, but then again, I don't know, because I feel like we might lose the color because we're, like, marbling the colors together. So what do you guys think? Let me do these for you guys, too, just so we can see what they look like, because I have never used these in my life. See, they're like stringy. That's red. I don't know if you can still get these or not, so you'll have to bear with me. Plus, I don't have my computer tonight, guys. My daughter has it right now, so we're just gonna have to... That's very light. We probably won't use those two. They might all be light. I don't know. That reminds me of, like, sherbet, no? Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm just... Whoa. Okay, that one's separated, unfortunately. Because that is how old it's been. Okay, so these are super duper light. So we're not going to use that one. Because I thought we could make like little lines in here. It'd be easier to swirl. Ooh, that blue's pretty. Hi, Kim. Hi, Heaven. Okay, awesome. Hi, Kim. Okay, then there's this one. Ooh, this one's pretty. I mean, we got the whole rainbow there, but... Now, I have this one, too. It's a little bit... It's not as hard, because Model 1's is very slick. What do you think? Hi, Ruby. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. If you're new, my name is Sugar. We are doing dual forms. I do nails. Which color do you want? Bright pink or light pink? Which one? Let me know. Bright pink or light pink? And then we have the dark purple or the light purple? Dark, light. Let me know, let me know. Bright, light. Ooh, we need a tiebreaker, everybody. Do we want to use this blue too? And add a little dash of blue in there? Or... I like this. We might add that in there. I might just use this one just to add that in there. Just to give it a little bit of a color. Light pink, light purple, and we have bright. Light if you're putting it with purple though. Bright. Bright and dark. So bright pink and dark purple. I'm going to use this little light guy. Hopefully it doesn't like... Okay, so we're not going to use those, but I will use that one. And we have these two colors. We're still going to use those. Because we're doing like a sherbet, but like that bright pink, I can't get over that bright pink. It is so beautiful. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Everything else is going to be light though. We'll use this one. I just hope the color doesn't get too ransacked, but... Alright, let me put these away. Bright pink, dark purple. Oh. Bright pink, dark purple. Alright. Alright, eh? Let me, move these guys. Ah, I'm dropping everything. And they fell. Nice. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this too. I like to use thicker brushes. Thicker and longer brushes because you can get more of a surface area with them. So you can either use like this one from VARNAIL is really good. Hi Misha. Hi Nana. This one's really good too because it's longer, so you can actually get more spaces, I guess, if that makes sense. But I prefer these type over these because these are so small. Look how small they are. You don't get a lot of whatever with those. So I typically don't... I like to use these bigger ones for stuff like this. I'm going to cure these so they're not uncured, by the way. Making sure... Hopefully they all cure, so that'll let us know here. And I have this white, but it glows. So I'm like, it's kind of like a milky white. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to use it. So we still have our pinks and stuff, so I'm going to lay them in order here just because that'll make orange. Then we have that one, and then we have this little blue one we can add in there, and then we have the light purple, so I guess it's somewhat of a rainbow. And then we have our purple glitter, which I love, and I think we'll put this glitter up here. So it's kind of going to be like a swirliness. Preppy Lorex, hi! Should I get Temu press-ons? Ooh, I don't know, that's up to you. Corner log, I've been wanting to get into gel polish. Awesome! Rip thumb? No. I can't. I have my other nail on that one. So we are using the Russian almond with these little scales on it. However, you can't really tell those scales, to be honest with you. So it's not really the greatest in terms of, like, you actually have to have one color. But you can feel it, though. So I guess that's a good thing, that you can feel the stuff on top, you know? I'm hoping that I can get this to stick somewhat well, because it's a little bit wider. So I'm going to add another sticky tab onto that, because I feel like it'll be worth it if I put on a sticky tab. So we are doing this. Woohoo! How's everybody doing? Don't mind my name. No worries. No worries. Names don't ever bother me. Now, I use these ones for my nail stands because it's just easier that way. So, because this one's wider, it should help keep the nail on. And because my other ones were so tiny, it didn't really have much to grip to. So, we'll put this guy on. And it's actually pretty cool out tonight. Is it cool for you guys? Cooler out for you guys at all? Okay. Brady, hi. 9 a.m. there? Oh, wow, and cloudy. I am not ready for fall yet! I used to love fall because I could wear hoodies and, like, I was excited because I wanted to wear hoodies, but I wear hoodies all the time, whether it's summer or not, so. Because I freeze all the time. Alrighty. Okay, so I have them all mapped out, and they didn't have a lot of these ones for some reason, but it's okay. We're gonna do this. Alright, now, this time I'm not gonna put on a pop-off. I'm gonna actually wear these, so I need to make sure I get them right and not crooked like before. Okay, let me move these over here. Oh, here it is. Duh. Here's the nail. It's pretty cool. You know? It looked cool. So, that's the nail. We have our brush. I'm going to open these guys. Turn that way. Turn this way. And I know you really can't see my lamp. But we're going to do it like that. So you can still see me. Okay. Okay, everybody. I have my napkins. I have my alcohol. Alright, I'm going to take my... It's not... Yeah, it hasn't been, like, humid, which has been nice, actually. Today was actually pretty nice. It did get hot, but it wasn't, like, so hot that you couldn't breathe. You know? So that's good. So, if in part 1 we tried the dual form, so this time we're going to do the rest of the nails. And I'm going to try to... Oh man, my air just kicked on. I'm freezing! Freaking freezing! Yeah, it's super duper cold here. Well, it's not super duper cold, obviously, but, like, I freak out sometimes, so. Okay. We're just gonna do it. Yeah? Oh, actually, no, we're not. Hold up. I gotta do a base coat. I forgot to do my base coat. So you have to have a base coat on if we're gonna do this. Guys, I thought I had everything done. I was all proud of myself. So I'm gonna use BRITTBRATNAILDIT's base coat, and we're just gonna do a light base over my little area here. Or else it won't stick to the nail bed because I have my pop off. Well, it's not really pop off, but it's just there to protect my nail. So. But I definitely need to make sure I get, like, every area. Damn, I thought I was done. I thought I had everything going. Well, shit happens. Shit happens, everybody. And you can, like, rub this. It's so thick because it's a super base that you can just rub it in the nail. And it actually attaches quite well. This is no longer available. However, you can still get her colors. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. Thought I was ready to go and everything. How's everybody's night been? I hope everybody's night's been going great. Hi, Fifi. My nails have gotten so long, yes. I need to cut them, actually. I typically don't leave them this long, but I haven't really been wanting to cut them. Typically, they're brittle, and they usually break quite a bit. Like, even if I just smack it, they'll break. Which sucks, but... So, the sizes weren't very great for, the dual forms, so we're just gonna have to make them work, unfortunately. Apparently, that didn't come with all the sizes it was supposed to, so that could have been why it was at a consignment store. I seen that, and I was like, oh my god! So I had to get it. And, well, that could be why it was in a consignment store, even though it was sealed. Yeah. Okay. If you get anything on yourself, make sure you take it off before you get in that lamp, everybody. Alright. Cool. Ow! I just shoved my nail in between my lamp. Okay. Now we're done with that. Soak off gel polish is where you can soak the gel polish off instead of filing it. Hi, Zoe. Good night, Icy. What up, everybody? I want to grab my nails all this up, but every time I try, they break like a third week. Ooh. You have to use like a strengthener. A nail strengthener may help with that, love. Possibly. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Hi, my name is Crystal, but they call me Sugar. Sugar, sugar. Okay, this should be okay in terms of what we're putting in there. So I'm going to start with this one, which is the glitter. We'll do a little bit of glitter, and then we'll start with the pink and go down the line. Alrighty. Alrighty. We're just going to do this. So I'm going to... Because when we're doing dual forms, you want to make sure the cuticle area is thinner than typical, right? So, my press-ons, I just use sticky tabs. Or you could use regular nail glue not gel. You can't put press-ons on with gel, guys. Does not work that way. So we're just going to do a little bit of that. And I'm going to push this. So we're just going to kind of push it in and yeah. Now, these ones right here, if they sit long, they get pretty moist. So we're just going to now, we don't want to add too much yellow because we don't want the yellow to overtake anything. And I just added a crap ton of yellow there. So, nice. So, we're going to shove them two together. Like so. And technically, you could do this with one color, guys. But I wanted to make like a sherbet looking color. So, that is what we are doing. Okay? So, we're just going to pile them all in there for right now. Okay? Let's add a little bit of this blue. Which is way different and way runnier, which is weird. That was weird, wasn't it? Ooh, I don't know if I like that, guys. Huh. And then for purple, we don't want the purple to hit with the yellow because you don't want brown. So we're just gonna, yeah, that right there is that's, yeah, Yeah, I'm definitely, I don't know, I might just take that out, guys. I don't know, it's a cute color, but has anybody ever used those? And now we're gonna add our glitter. So the glitter, I'm gonna kind of put this in the middle and then revamp it. Because we don't need a lot, really. I'm putting way more in than I need to be honest, but I'm gonna add a little bit. It should be easier now that I kind of know what I'm doing here. Kind of, sort of. And you can put little drops in. You could put 2 colors. You could do as many colors, as less colors as you want. I'm just going to swirl these and hope that I get a good color. So I'm using my alcohol for this. I have a stray hair. Yep. Okay, well, that did not work. I'm not going to put that blue in. That blue is not great. Okay. Alright. So that's what she looks like, right? I filled her, and this is what she looks like underneath. Yeah, I might have to take that blue out. I don't know. I might not be able to swirl it with that blue, to be honest. And we have a bubble right there. I don't know if I like that one. I'm just going with the flow, guys. That's literally all I'm doing. Alright, so we have that one. Typically, people would move on to the next one and put that inside, but I can't do it. Okay, I just can't. So, we're just going to go with it, and I'm going to take this guy and dip it in my alcohol here. And we're just going to swirl these colors as good as I can get them. What I'm hoping for is that blue actually cures. But when you put your colors in, you just want to make sure that you're actually kind of marbling them. So we have a little bit different types of colors in certain places and whatnot. And then you want to make sure there's no bubbles in the back end too. So when you go to swirl them, you introduce bubbles into the nail. So just keep that in mind, everybody. You can swirl them, you cannot, you can keep it the way I had it. Then what we're going to do is bring it down. And you can leave it like that, or you can actually swirl them more if you want. Like to where there's no breakage with the color. Or bring that color up so it looks a little bit more formed. And then we're going to pat it back down. And me, I just have to have a marble in there, guys. That's just me. Okay. And we have a bunch of lines down here, so we can take this guy and pretty much just go in. It'll look messy under here, but once we get to the other side and we pat it in there, it'll be fine. Alright. So we definitely got some of them situated here. And we want to make sure that the cuticle area is nice and thin. I think it's good. Definitely different, but... Is everybody's night going good? Hopefully. You want to keep cleaning your brush because the more gel that sticks in your brush, the more it's going to pick up as you're pulling it down the nail, right? So, now we're going to take this guy and we're going to run our brush through this down the middle. Take any excess off. So, technically, I'm using a lot more polygel, but I just want to make sure my structure is there. Do you have to do this? No. Oh, hell. I just need to make sure I get that out of there. Alright. Pat this down. And then we're also going to pull it. Like so. Take that excess. And you can either take this excess and put it up here, or you can just leave it. It's quite up to y'all. But I want a certain pattern, so I'm going to keep it not as thick here. Pull this down. Because we still want the same structure. We don't want to have too much in there. Bear with me, everybody. I don't have my computer today, so... Just bear with me. But it's the only way you're going to get, like, the colors that you want. Like how I just had it. Now we need to make sure the structure on the sides are good. Because if you don't have enough on the sides, you'll have to go in and rebuild it. We don't want that. We want to make sure all the sides are good, filled up well, and know that we have good amount of structure and even amount of structure as well. Alright, I'm going to take this excess off here. Ta-da! Alright. I still think she looks really, really cool. So we're going to pull this up a little bit more. And then pat it down. And I have clear up here, even though that's a glitter, you don't want glitter around your cuticle, honestly. But we are good. Flatten that out. Alright. Ready? Why do you have your glove covering? Because I already have one on and I don't want it to get it sticky, because this can be sticky. That's why. Because it makes it sticky, and I am somebody that hates being sticky, y'all. I absolutely hate it. That's why I never tried this, because I mean, I tried it once and hated it, and I was like, nope, I'm done. However, I wanted to try these forms, and so I thought, you know what, we're just going to do it. We're just going to try it. I kept seeing everybody with the Russian almond look, and I was like, I need that. I need to do it. I just need it. So, here we go. We're going to do one at a time, because I have to, but let me look it over here. We have a bubble right there. Shiitake. If you have a bubble, you want to make sure that you pop it the best that you can, guys. And you also don't want any floops, but I have a bubble right there. So all we want to do is just push in. Pop the bubble. And that bubble was also created because of that blue we had in there. So now we gotta push it back together. Because bubbles can make your structure not great. Just so you know. It can compromise your structure. We don't want that. So we're gonna go ahead and pat that back down. And then bring the sides back up. Alright, looking good. Let's frickin' do this, shall we? Oh, I'm scared. Okay. I'm gonna set this, like, far away from my stuff here. Move all this out of the way. Alright, turn. Okay, I'm gonna try to put it as straight as I possibly can, so bear with me, everybody. We're gonna do 60. Oh. Oh my god, I got it off. Okay, hold on. This is probably the only part I don't like, but we're gonna get it off our hands, our fingers. Honestly, I really didn't want it to go that far up, but it is what it is, everybody. I'll do it like this. I'll get it in there, and then This is my first time, y'all. Okay? So, get any off of your nail, skin, whatever. And I'm going to pull this down away from my nail. And I'm going to pull it up so that way the back end is easy and completely filled still. At least we got that, right? Okay. Alright, we got it off my skin. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. Okay. So now I'm going to cure underneath. Oh my gosh, that was hard. My thumb's already done, yeah. Okay, so I got that on. That one's going to be cray-cray. We're going to have to file that. But that's okay. Not a big deal. We're going to put it in for a full 60. I did get it on straight, everybody, so it is on straight. I do like the colors. I do like the colors. We're good on the colors. I'm excited. I'm sticky now, but what are you going to do? All right. Next one. Okay, so this is the middle nail. So do we want to do the same colors? Hi, Monique. How are you? If I missed anybody, I don't have my computer, so bear with me, everybody, okay? Please? Thanks. All right. I'm going to need more alcohol. So... okay. That wasn't too bad, though. I'm a person that fiddles with a lot of stuff. I am not going to use this. That was not... I do not like those. Those are maybe good for stuff on top of the nail, but not on the nail or inside the nail. Thanks, Nana Ange. Okay, love. Bye, everybody. Sleep well. Alright, I'm going to go up underneath. So while I'm doing that, this time I'm going to start with... I think I'm going to start with the purple and then go in that way. But I do have a blue, so I might just grab that blue. Just so we have a blue in there, because I really like the blue. Alright, go back in there, hand. So this time we're going to start with our purple and just kind of go in and flow as we do it. So, I'm sticky. Nana Ange does have a channel, everybody. Please make sure you go subscribe to her. She's amazing. She has a lot of beautiful things. Me, I just jump in and try a whole bunch of stuff. Nana does too. I do acrylic, polygel. I don't do builder gel. It's about the only thing I don't do is builder gel. Alright, there she is. I'm going to get this sticky off. So I'm going to take my wipe. I'm going to spray it down. Make sure she's not sticky. My air conditioner decided it wanted to turn on. Nice. It's already chilly out. I should just open my window. You know? I'm going to leave that on until we get the other ones on. So that way we're a little bit safe and it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty, you guys. Is that not pretty or what? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay. So for this one, let's do... We're going to start with purple at the top. I'm going to add some of this blue. Ah, floof. And then I'm going to add this beautiful glitter, if I can get it out. Have you guys had a great night tonight? I hope so. Okay, now I'm going to push that up, push this down, just so they kind of sit and marry together. This is my first time doing this, you guys, okay? I tried it earlier, but that's it. Green. Those colors are cute together, too, though. Those are very cute. Have you guys done has anybody done polygel before? And then let's do this guy. And then we'll put the pink on. We definitely got to have some glitter in here. Some flitter in here, you know? I really like that pink. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That would look cool too, but so pretty. I put a lot of blue in there for some reason, but that's okay. And then we're gonna do this guy. And you just kind of layer the colors in there, guys. I mean, really, honestly. Ugh. Any color can take over a nail set, right? So, it just depends on what it is that you're putting in there. And even though I take a lot out of it, it's okay because I know the structure's good. I know that there's enough polygel in there that my structure is actually good. You know what I mean? Oh, shnikes. Really? So what you want to make sure, though, is that the polygel is up on the sides more than anything. So you don't have to worry about your sides not being good. And then take any excess off that's out from the outside. I'm the type of person that does more than I'm supposed to, if that makes sense. So, but I'm not worried about it. Alright, she's filled. She looks cool like that. I almost want to keep her like that. Because she's layered quite cool, but there's too much in there. So, next one, I'm going to have to, if I want to do it like that, I'm going to have to, like, leave it like that, but only put a little bit in, you know? So, now all this is going to be swooshed around, and then half of it's going to get taken out, because that's just the way it is. It's very satisfying, though. I will say. Very, very, very satisfying. But as long as we're getting through to that bottom part, I'm not really worried about it. I think that that pink, that blue, and that purple together is really, really pretty. Alright, so we're going to take our brush and we're going to pat in all of those holes that we now made. See how far we get. Oh, it looks super cool. This paper towel is driving me bonkers. So, an easy way to get this off your brush is to spin your brush. Like, actually spin it. Like so. So, we might end up having to... Let's push that. Okay. We're going to end up taking a lot of this off, but I don't mind. It's not like I use them all the time. And other people will do it different, guys. That's fine, but it's just what I'm doing is why it's messy a little bit. But that's how you get cool ass colors, okay? I love this right here. This right here doesn't look that great on this side, but alright, we need to make sure we pop those bubbles. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting like these weird ass bubbles in here, but what do you think? Oh, hi Sandra. How are you, sweetie? Here's my first one. Isn't it cute looking? Now I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do in terms of the colors, because this looks cool here, but I didn't quite get all the way down here, and I have a lot of blue, so it looks okay, but there are some bubbles that alright, so I'm going to push this in there. We're going to push down and get rid of those bubbles. And then we have a big bubble here on this side. I went in way too deep in that one. But that's why that's how we learn, right? So bring that color back over. I'm not really liking how the blue polygel is making bubbles. Like little tiny bubbles. It's really weird. I've never seen it do that before, but alright, let's get this off the edge here. Pat it in, make our little hole. And that's just how it's going to be. I'm going to take some of this out. And I'm actually going to use this guy because this really isn't... So I'm going to pat some of this up here. And then pat that together and... Okay, now we're just going to pat it in there. There we go. There's that swirl. You guys know I gotta have a swirl in there. One way or another, you know? But this is really, really nice Like, if you guys love to do nails and you have polygel, I would definitely try this, because this I didn't think I was gonna like, and I actually like doing this. Alright, we're gonna make sure, like I said, we don't want to compromise our structure here, so there we go. Alright, now we're just going to go through the middle. Not that I want to take that pink out, but it's making like little suds, which is weird. I've never had a polygel make my alcohol do like sudsy. You guys ever had that? Cliff, hi! But if you want a different color somewhere else, you can always take that right there that I put down. You can always put it up here at the top and work your way in that way. But I actually like the colors, so I think we're good. So I'm going to clean that, and then we're going to nicely just kind of pat and drag. Pat and drag. Alright. We're going to cut this excess off here. Alright. Now I still have a little bit of this excess here, so give me 1 sec, guys. Now, like I said, I'm new to this, okay? I haven't never done this. This is my first time, so we're doing this together, everybody. Okay, there we go. Alright, there she is. Let's make sure our edges are good. Alright. Alrighty-dighty, everybody. Let's put this one on. Oh, she's gonna look cool, too. This is like our ice cream sherbet look. Alright. Oh, I'm scared. Alright, let's move these back over here. I'm getting this shit everywhere. Oh, Lord, I'm sticking to everything. Ah, don't get nowhere in there. Ah, I'm dropping everything. Okay. Alright, now we got fuzzies, but you know what? They're just gonna have to live. Alright. Okay. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay. So I'm just going to fill. You guys can't see what I'm doing at the moment, but bear with me here. I'm going to take this and get it off my skin. Before I cure. Oh dear Jiminy Christmas. Oh dear Atlanta, Georgia. This might be harder than I thought, y'all. Get off me. I get all flustered, and then I'm like, ah! Alright, let's make sure she's straight. I don't have her all the way back for a reason. Okay, I'm gonna cure the top. Oh my god, that was horrible. We only have 2 more to do. But I did have a lot in there, and I knew I did, so I have to make sure the cuticle area is like how I did my thumb, and then I won't have to worry about it, you know? Alright, I'm gonna clean this guy. And then I'm gonna kind of hold it. And really, I didn't get anything underneath, so I have like something on my nail right there, but for the most part, it's okay. So I'm just gonna just lightly pull any of this side. Because I didn't get it all the way to the side, so I'm a little mad about that. So it's a little crooked, but we're okay. It's crooked, but it's straight, so that means I didn't get it down all the way on this side, but whatever, it's not a big deal. We'll deal with it. So I'm going to go ahead and go up underneath, and then I'm going to cure that for a full 60 up underneath there, and then, yeah. That kind of scared me, I'm not going to lie. That did scare me a little bit. So I know, because each finger you should get better and better each time that you do it, and well, sometimes when I freak out like that, I get to a point where I'm like, I just need to breathe and think it through. Does anybody else get that way? Because I seriously get that way a lot when I'm trying to do something like this, but it's okay, that's part of it, you know? But at the same time, I spilt half my, stuff over there, so it's all good though. Okay. I'm gonna put this guy right there so I don't get sticky. It's a little challenging, not gonna lie. Hi, Avery. What UV light do you use? Like a big one? I use a 240 watt. Alright, we're gonna stick it. Alright, so now that that's in there, let's do the other one. We're just gonna go right from each one. So that one did shrink, but I didn't have, so like they didn't have enough sizes in there for me to do this, and they fit and were a little big, so I thought them being a little big would be okay, and it would be fine, you know what I mean? But it did shrink, so you're gonna have to go, I'm like gonna have to go 2 sizes up if that's what I want, you know what I mean? So I need to make sure I don't put so much out. Paint with Avani, hi. It is too much dirty. Too much dirty what? What are you talking about? The brand I'm using, this right here is makartt. But these guys right here are just some random brand off Amazon, actually. But I also have Patty Gel as well, and BRITTBRATNAILDIT. We're almost done. Okay, so that's what they look like so far. They're looking pretty cool, no? I like how the bottom is more than the top, though, to be honest with you, but... Alright, so this time we're just gonna go for it, okay? And this time I want yellow. So we're just gonna, like, alternate and do it. So I'm just gonna do a little bit. That really wasn't a little bit, was it? But, hey. Okay. I could probably build a really cool nail just with these colors together. All right, we're gonna add our green. I probably will only do this once. I probably won't do this again. Just because. Ugh. Okay, so this I should be able to just push that down. And then let's add some sparkles. Ugh. This thing is hard to get out, I tell you. I like the sparkles. This one from Born Pretty. If you guys don't have this one, you should definitely get it. This sparkly one right here. Oh, it's so pretty. It's one of my favorites. Okay, I want a little bit more pink. I really love that pink color. It's so pretty. Because the pink and the yellow will ultimately make orange, so. And it's definitely very therapeutic. I am, like, loving it. But at the same time, it drives me bonkers because, you know, it's sticky. It's more sticky than what I initially expected it to be, but it's all good. I am excited to see how it comes out, though, you know? Blue. Okay. Definitely a lot less than what I had before, but it's still a lot, so I'm getting there. It's all good, though. The Model 1s is definitely softer, and I'm pretty sure that the blue is what is causing the rapid bubbles to happen in the Polygel, where it looks like I put suds in my Polygel, which is weird, right? But is what it is. All right, there she is. Let's go ahead and go through the colors here. And I'm going to mush this up and together. Like I said, the structure's got to be super good. So by the time we pull everything together, should be great. Pull this up. And technically you want to use like a patting motion, but all right, let's I like how the lines look on this side. However, I like it swirled. I think the swirliness is cool. Don't you? It is weird. It's very weird. I don't know why either. Like, all right, let's swirl. So I'm going to try to get all the way down. The sparkles are hard to keep in the middle, but once we pat it all in there, it'll be fine. But like we have to get through each color. Okay, we did. Pat that guy in there. And then take that excess off. Okay. All right, now we just got to pat it down. Is this the best way to do it? Probably not for beginners, but that looks cool as hell with those little lines in there, doesn't it? I would cure it like that. Can you see that with those lines in there? I would so cure it like that, you guys. If you're new here, hi. All right, so as you guys know, when you do when you swirl like that, you're introducing bubbles and chaos into the mix. So you have to make sure that you're patting it down and getting the bubbles out so you have a really good structure. So I'm just going to make sure I pat and then push back over to that side. Push back up here. Alright, we got bubbles galore on this side here. So I'm just going to take my brush and then we'll fill it back in. We're going to be going through the colors anyway, so you don't want your brush to get too sticky. So that way you can pat it in there and everything looks great. But that looks cool if it was on the other side, but let's make sure our sides are good, make sure we have no bubbles, and we're good to go to put it on. Let me check this side. I can't tell if that's a bubble. Oh, that's glitter. Okay, good. Alright, we have a massive bubble right there. Okay. Alright, let's clean our brush off and then go back in. Alright, going in with the wet brush, patting it. This one might be the better one, guys. We want to make sure we have enough for the structure and for our nail bed, guys, but... Oh, that looks so cool like that. My goodness. Alright, let's make sure our sides are good here. Pat that back down. Alright, now we got to go through that color and take that color out. Bring this back up here. Now we're going to take this and we're literally going to pull down. Just like so. Oh yeah. She's looking cool. She definitely looks like a sherbet, I will say. Shit. But these polygels I'm using are quite sticky, so keep that in mind as well. We're almost there, though. We're almost there, everybody. I think it looks good. Hi, Storms! I think it looks good. Alright. Oh my god. At least they're straight this time, guys. You know? At least they're freaking straight. Now, the thing is, I don't know how I did it earlier, but I did, and it was crazy, but okay. Okay. I didn't get any on me this time. Oh, it looks so cool. Now, if you have time, take your brush and flatten that out, but if not, you can just file over it. No big deal. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure this is good up here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Shout out to everybody here. We're doing Russian almond dual forms with this snake print on them. And I just wanted to do like rainbow sherbet nails. I don't know if I pulled off the sherbet part, but I think the nails look really cool. So, now I gotta flip my hand over, put some alcohol on my brush, and we're just gonna flatten this out and make it even. Right? Just like so. So it's kind of even in the middle. And then you want to get any excess off that you can take off, okay? But I think it looks super duper cool. What do you guys think? I don't have any on my skin. But the thing is I'm not getting all the way to this side like I think I am. Both sides, I think I'm getting it, right? And then I move it back this way, and so this side's all the way over here, but this side's not. But you know what? Nobody can tell but me. So, shh. Okay, shh. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw that in for 60 on the bottom and then 60 on the top. Let's go ahead and get this guy ready. Okay, so I'm going to grab another one of these. Did you guys see the I got this guy right here to put my foils in. I found this box. It's super deep, and you can add almost 25 foils in each spot. So I thought that was really cool. So I started putting my foils in there and realized, oh my god, I can fit, I think, up to 4 boxes in one slot and on the top. So do you guys want me to do this live with you guys, or do you not care? Would you like to see it all or no? And I bought that. That was in the fishing section at Drug Mart. Like, it's just a little, like, pharmacy that we have. They have this little tiny fishing section. And the fishing section itself had that. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I wonder if that's going to fit my foils. Because I've been hunting for the right foil, you know, stuff to put my foils in so I can have my sticker book back. Because I need another sticker book because I don't have enough room for my big ones. And so, but my other sticker book is like one of them real tiny ones. And I need a bigger one, like the one that I got that's got the 4 slabs on, or you know what I mean, on each side or whatever. But yeah. Alright, let's make sure that one's not going anywhere. Okay, so what did I start with? Yellow and pink. So let's start with green. And let's start with this one, and then we can go in there and do that one. It is. Hi, Tanya. How are you? You would like to see? Aw, thanks. Yeah, because I have my, I think the other one's in my other box over here. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of all my foils. Screw it. I don't have no place for them. I might as well just get rid of them. Even though I liked them a lot. I liked the ones that I have. But I just didn't have any place for them. So now that I have that thing, I don't have to get rid of them. Alright. Here they are so far. I think they're going to be cool. They're going to look so cool. And this one's so different and so out of place that it's not even going to look the same. But what are you going to do, right? Alright. So we got the purple and the blue. We have the green and the yellow. So let's just start with green. Let's just start with green. Why not? So I think what I'm going to do is start at the end here. So I'm going to start at the end. So I'm actually going to use this guy because I want to get skinnier as I get to this point. Because I want to see if I can do something. So. Have an awesome night. Day, night, wherever you are. I'm going to stick this guy right at the end. And if you guys are new and you haven't tried dual forms yet, but you really want to try, I would try it with Polygel or Acrylogel. Acrylogel is a lot thicker, so it won't be running as everywhere like Polygel typically does. Like Model 1's Polygel is very runny. I don't know a lot of other polygels that aren't, but there is the new V Beauty Pure Acrylogel. Now that stuff is really pretty. Pretty? I mean, however you call that. I'm gonna stick this to the side. We're just gonna do some lighter. Like you've seen that blue, it just melts. So typically not really exciting for the Model 1s. Even though Model 1s is still a good polygel, it's just really runny and it drives me bonkers because it's so runny, you know? But it's still good. Even if you're new, it's still good, but it does run. So, just so you know. Hi, Pip. How are you? I know, girl. Yeah. We got to. Look at these babies. I just didn't want it to get all nasty, and I knew for a fact that I was going to get polygel, and I did get polygel all over it. How are you? Thanks for coming. We're doing polygel. Russian dual forms. Alright. Now I'm only doing a little bit here, so... Oops, that was a lot. I say that and then I put a lot in there, but we can make it stretch, so it's fine. Okay. This is a lot of polygel here, so I'm going to be able to pull this up. Just like I'm doing there. I'm going to be able to pull it up, so... I'm attempting to make it less thick, so I'm pretty sure I can make this stretch here. And let's go ahead and add some more of this guy. Because I want enough color in there that we have a little bit of each. That's definitely a lot lighter than what I was using, so. A little bit of this one. I mean, we just have to file the other ones, you know? Which is fine. No big deal. Then I'm going to take this little bit of this blue. And I wanted more pink in there this time, though. Tiny bit of pink. Alright. Hello, everybody. Alright. I still did the same thing. No big deal. We'll just go ahead and... I'm going to just kind of go like this and see what I get. Because I was swirling it, but it kind of takes forever, and... I mean, I'm going to leave it like that and see what it looks like. I'm not going to swirl this one. I'm just going to drag the brush. And I'm going to create that inside line. Take that excess off. And then I'm going to pat that excess up into places where I need them, if I need them. There we go. And then we're going to pat this up the sides. Pat up and then pat down, and then we're going to pull that puppy down. Make sure the whole thing... Okay. I'm going to clean my brush off. And then this is pretty thin right here, so I think we're going to be okay. And I might be able to put it up a little bit better. So I'm going to pull this guy Because what you want is, that's the whole part of it, is this like Russian looking line here. So you kind of want that line to be a little bit prevalent so you don't have to shape so much of it, you know, with the file. So I am going to push the sides up. Like I said, the structure is got to be number one with these, so. Oh, I think this one might look really pretty regardless. All right. All right, I think I got it. So, I'm going to take just that little bit off there. Make sure my ends are good. I think we're good, guys. All right, we're just going to do it. We're just going to put it on. Okay. All right, flip that guy over so I don't get sticky here. That looks cool like that. Okay. No bubbles because I didn't use bubbles. All right, ready? Okay. All right, let me fix this. Okay. Shoot. That's all that talk about the top, and I completely forgot to go up the sides. Okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. Like I said, you want to make sure the sides are good. You might not have to be as anal as I am about it, but I'm a faffer, so if you don't know me. Hello. It's nice to meet y'all. Okay. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to set you there. All right, hold up. Hold up, y'all. I can't see. Give me 1 second. Okay, hold on. Now, for anybody new that's coming in, I have to make sure I get this off of my fingers. Like, I have to. Okay. You know what? We're just going to cure it. Is that straight? All right, we're just going to cure it. Oh, we did it, everybody. Hi, Pan. Okay, we got it on there. That's all that matters, guys. This one didn't seep out the top as much, but I did have to go around the outside, but that's fine. I at least didn't get it as sticky as I thought I would. But now I need to take this excess, pull it down, just like so. So what I'm going to do is take the sides. And then I'm just going to pull the excess out. Any excess that we have, we're going to just flop it. Now, I will have to go, oh, maybe not. Okay. All right. We'll just flop that there. We got our hole in there. And you want to make sure you don't do it too much and lose what you have inside there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put her in for a full 60. Oh my goodness, we did it, everybody. Holy crap. All right, now I can put my caps on, and I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to take off the actual thingies. So I'm excited for that. It wasn't as bad, but I feel like if I kept doing it, I would definitely get better the more I kept doing it. So for it being my first time, it's not really that bad. You know what I mean? Hi, Queen Leonie ASMR. Aw, thank you. I'm hoping that I can just file and put some top coat on, y'all, because that's all I want to do, because this was just to see if I could do these. And if you guys can, you know, want to do them with me, or you're rewatching this and want to try it yourself, that would be awesome. So while that's going, I have my hand in there. I'm going to flip my hand back over and do another 60. So I'm going to grab a couple of these guys, spray them down. And one thing that I like to do when I'm working with like polygel and that is making sure that the surfaces are clean, because nobody likes sticky polygel bottles. And then I'll clean the whole outside of it once I get done and everything. That's just the way I am though. But if you clean up as you go, you won't have such a time, you know, doing stuff. I did get pretty sticky, but not as sticky as I thought. I do mostly lives right now, but I have a lot of polygel videos. I have a lot of acrylic videos. I do just about anything. The only thing I don't do is builder gel. It's the only thing I don't do. But I'm thinking about cutting down my lives to do actual videos, so that way it makes it easier for people who want to watch the replay. They can just watch the video itself. All right. Typically, you wouldn't have to do this because they wouldn't be everywhere. However, I got them everywhere, so. Okay. Alrighty-dighty. Move that. Put that away. I'm just moving these out of the way so we can actually get to the nitty-gritty of what we got to do. Throw them on my floor. Have you guys used polygel? And if you're talking, I don't think I think my chat went out, guys. So bear with me here. Are you guys saying something? Let me redo my chat because I think it stopped. Give me one sec. I don't have my computer tonight. My daughter has my computer. She wanted to play her game, so I said fine. I'll live without my computer for one day. You know? Okay. If you clean as you go, you don't have to worry about as much. Alright. Alrighty. Move all that. Move that guy. Put this guy back. All I'm going to do is I'm going to move this so we don't get sticky as I'm filing. And I'm just going to take this guy and roll him up like so. Ta-da! Alright. No, you're good, love. Man, you can go to bed, babe. It's okay, I promise. Alrighty. Here's what they look like, guys. Let's pop these babies off, shall we? Alright, I am going to take one of these guys and we're going to make the underside not sticky. Oh, I did that one already. And this up here is going to be sticky, so you kind of want to get that up there too. As much as you can, though. Hi, Black Orchid. This is my first time, well, second time now since I did the live earlier. I know, Rainbow Sherbet, yeah. Aw, I love you guys. So just let me make sure I get all this sticky out, and then... Yeah, I'll be keeping these on for a good minute. So I'll be making some shorts and stuff about them too. Once I show you guys what my thumb looks like, it's nothing like these. These are way, way better than my thumb. But my thumb was also my first one too, so... Alright, make sure we get the ends really well. We don't want this sticky in our file. But I love this shape. Like, this shape is probably next to my favorite shape. But I did get them on straight, though. I did get them on straight, so I'm quite proud. Alright, let's do this. We're going to take our tweezers. And I think I can just do this, right? We're just going to go like this. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Wow. All right. Here we go. Ooh, looky. Oh my gosh. You guys, look. We have to keep it matte. Look at that. My other one does not look like that. We have to keep it matte. You can see... Yes, I use Polygel. Can you see the actual snake skin in there? Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Oh. Those are awesome. Oh, these might be my favorite set. Oh, well, I didn't get this very well. But that's okay. I think there's still enough there that we... Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are cool. Oh my, that one might be my favorite one yet. Yeah, look, this one I didn't get over. I didn't get up and over far enough, but I kind of moved it that way, but it's straight. It's just not all the way up all the way. You know what I mean? Oh, well, that's okay. Now I know what I got to do. I might have to do this one, yeah. Oh, look at that one. I didn't even do that. That just kind of happened that way. Now these are cool. Wow, the feeling of it, you could just shape it and do it like this. You don't even have to put a top coat on. Because I feel like if I put a top coat on, I'm going to lose all out on all those. But wow, those are cool. So I'm going to go underneath. Do you guys think I should put a top coat on? I feel like I'm going to lose my thing if I put a top coat on though. I think this is the coolest thing I've done. And I've done some pretty damn cool stuff. So you definitely have to be careful when you go up around this area here. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna use my mandral bit for the top of that one, but wow. That is the coolest thing ever, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this as flat as I can. Oh yeah. My nail underneath is showing, but that's okay. Alright, let's get this as straight as we can get her. There we go. Oh my gosh. That is the coolest. Yep. Officially the coolest set I've ever done. Just being as gentle as I can around this edge. Wow. I don't typically do ASMR moments, but y'all, these are cool. Like, these are the coolest nails. See what I did there? I'm gonna have to file that down. It's gonna look a little wonky, but I don't mind it. For my first time, I don't care. I will wear them. Okay, I'm gonna go up underneath this. A little bit better. There we go. Now, this is the one where I didn't get all the way down, but what are you gonna do, right? So we're gonna go under straight, like so. And then we're gonna go side. Yes. God, that's sharp. Love it. Same thing. What do you guys think? Hi there. Are those epoxy? No. This is Polygel. This is the Russian almond, and I used these dual forms to put them on with Polygel. Now I'm just shaping them up really quickly. Love it. Make sure the sides are good. Yep. Now, one thing you do want to make sure when you are using these is you don't want to flip out because the sides are like... So we're just going to lightly... take that. We want this as nice and flush as possible. Yes. It's definitely hard to shape them. It's not hard, it's just kind of annoying the way I have to put my hand. So you want a good, nice, crisp, clean line. And then you want to round off that top. Wow. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. All I gotta do is take it to the top of these, and I think I'm gonna leave it just matte like that. Definitely gonna leave it matte like that for sure. We're gonna go underneath again. I'm using a 180 file. And I'm using the 100 side. Good grief. Come on. Filing's not my favorite part, but we're going to go straight. And we're going to file it up off my nail. Oh my Lanta. Get that ledge off. And I just broke it. Nice. So you want it to be as level as possible. This one is kind of wobbly, but it'd be alright. Once again, we're going to go flat underneath, and then we'll go sideways. Hi, if you're new, my name is Sugar. Thanks for stopping in. Hi, Elizabeth. Lizbeth. Thanks. My first time doing dual forms. I'm going to try to get up. Wow. The pinky is harder. Because I went up over this, so I gotta try and break the excess off the top of this up here. Alright. Nice. And then take this. I cannot believe that I did this. I thought I was never going to be able to do dual forms just because of how, like, I just hate being sticky, but we did it, everybody. And you guys were here with me. Okay. Alright, you want that nice thick side. Alright. Look at that. So, this went all the way up here, which is fine. We're going to get that with this guy. So, I'm going to use my mini mandral bit. I don't think I should put a top coat on. Do you guys? Ninja, hi. So, if you're going up around the cuticle area, you do not want to be super fast at all. At least I never am. So, I'm going to take this guy. And I'm going to cut through that excess. And I'm just flattening that out. It's going to look wonky, guys, but you can always put, like, gems or something up here. You know? Oop, I just cut myself. Nice. So basically, you just want to make sure you file that flush with the nail. Get any excess off. Like so. But I don't think I am going to do any more than that, to be honest with you. I still have some. For the most part, it's pretty easy to file. You don't need to put a lot of pressure down when you're filing polygel like this. Be gentle. And then just make sure that you make it flush so it looks like part of the nail. Sometimes that's easier said than done, but it's not a big deal. And I'm only going at a 6 right now on my... I like to be gentle. I'm gonna push this back a little. Got it! Look at that. Doesn't even look that bad. Now this one does, but... trying to make it look flush, but I think if I do that anymore, I'm going to take more off right here. Don't want to do that, so We're going to leave it like that. It sucks that I have a line right there, but I think it's okay. That's good enough. I'm going to have a line up there, but you know what I can do? I can put some gemstones up at the top, and that's it. You know what I mean? You can hide it with gemstones. You can hide anything with gemstones. Right? If you have a little bit more, go up just a tiny bit. But I'm telling you guys, be gentle. But because I have this big part right there. I mean, you've seen how gentle I was when I did the other one, so. Just gonna make this flush. Real light, and I'm gonna pull my skin because it did come out a little bit. Then we're just gonna lightly fluff it. There we go. I went to my daughter's school with 2 nails done. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but for the most part, the cuticle, when you're doing these, I don't know. This one has top coat on it. I don't even want to show you guys that one because it looks horrible. Now, this one, as you can see, has a lot more excess that kind of went upward for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but we're still going to go ahead and, for the most part, get all that excess off. I'm going to feather this part here. Because this is where all the gel kind of concentrated right dead smack in the center there. But I'm going to add just a little bit of pressure, and we're going to keep going around in a circle. It's not the best, but ow. You can take a nice other bit to this if you would like, but I'm going to go ahead and feather this down a little bit more. So it kind of looks a little bit more flush. That looks good. What do you guys think? You like them? Alright, so the only thing I gotta do is kind of go down this. Alrighty. I think that's as good as we're gonna get on this blue. Alright. Not too bad. Okay. That didn't take very long either to file just that little bit, you know? Hi, Lucy. Hi, Ninja. Hi, Patty. How are you? You guys, I love them. Even though I still have, like, whatever right here. You can take some, you can literally take, do you guys want me to put some diamonds on these or what? What you think? You want me to put little diamonds? Oh, I got it. Okay. What you think? Yeah, I'm gonna keep these on. Even though they didn't take that long and we messed up the cuticles, I can just put some stuff right there and then we're done. What's up? Alright, just checking around this part because alright, I'm gonna put these in for another couple of minutes, guys, because I should not be able to go through that with this at all. I'm just gonna put them in there for just a tiny bit. How much should we do? I'm just gonna do a cuticle one. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. So do we want gold or we want silver? Or I mean, I wish I had an ice cream cone, yo. I have this guy. Should I do a moon? I wasn't going to do anything too crazy. I was just going to do something small, but I thought these would look good with, like, not like fancy, but like, because I don't have any ice cream cones or like stuff like that. Hi, Danielle. Am I what? No, I'm not doing the other hand. I don't have time for that, Lovey. I wish I did, but I'm on limited time. Oh, they're so pretty. So even though I messed up the top, I still need to work on it, but that's okay. You know? No problemo. This is the first one I did. She's crooked. And she's not that great, but look at that though. So I can add some colors right here. However, I didn't plan on doing that. And these are not, I shouldn't be able to stick my tweezer anywhere and pull off product. So I will probably end up popping these off, unfortunately. Just because if I can do that, that means it's not cured all the way for some reason. But I think we should just do the top, and that'll be it. Oh, what did I get these out for? Why did I get those out? I don't know why I got those out. I think I got them out for the cherries. But I'm just gonna do the cuticle bead. I'm just gonna do cuticle ones. What color do we want? Aw, hi Riri. Thanks. Do we want like AB or do we want the same type of color? Like multicolored? Or do we want to get that AB or that silver look? What do you guys think? I wish they all looked, I wish this one looked like my thumb. I wish my thumb looked like those. Because I honestly thought that, yeah. But anyway, they look cool and you can see the actual snake print on them. So that's cool. But yeah, let me know if we want to do AB or silver. Do I want to do that? Here's a little heart. I think the AB will definitely make it. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Alright, we're going to go for AB, and I am just going to add a... I have this white AB right here, which is like a different type of white. It's like more of a crystal-y look. Do you like that one versus the regular AB? What do you think? Or you want the actual AB? This is how they look together. Were you watching Nelly? Yes, I was. We like the regular AB or the white AB? Because this one's, it's called white silver AB or something like that. And I only have a little bit of those, but... What do you guys think? Do you like this one or this style? Let me know. We have a heart and a moon. I could do a star, a moon, and a heart on each one. Because I don't think I have. I don't. I have one little heart in that one, damn it. I don't have a lot of this one. This one kind of came to me. I think the small little circle ones are... Yeah. Hi, Miss Mandy. I like this silver. You like the silver one? Okay. I'm hoping... So, I'm just going to put this little heart in the middle. Of the middle nail, and the rest... Oh, well, I got 2 hearts. Oh, that's a different heart. And then we could just use these little guys. I don't have a lot of that one for some reason. To be honest, not sure why, but... I'm going to grab my... Ow. Hi, the 1x1. How are you? Who else is there? Is it Everest Pup? Everest? Okay. Forgot I had those ones too. Alrighty. I'm trying to get some of the bigger ones out so we can go from kind of a bigger to a not so big. Because anybody who knows me knows. Now let's hope that when we get this on, it doesn't look blue. But the cuts on these are nice. You like that one better? Because I like when you guys pick, because it just means that we kind of did it together. What do you think? That one with the blue silver? I feel like that kind of makes it look weird. Shit. What do you think? This one? I know, they're both pretty. Because I think if we did this guy... Oh yeah, that one sparkles way more, don't it? Okay, we'll do that one. Alrighty, I'm gonna grab my gel. And I'm going to add a... What I am gonna do... Look at this one. What do you think about that one? You like that one better? This one is like a... It's called a copper AB. I don't know how it'll look, but I forgot I had this one. No, it's too pink. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway. I have a butterfly, a moon, and I have a little silver star we could use. Look at that. Look at that puppy. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use that big heart instead of a moon. I mean, they're all different, I guess, but you know what? I'm just going to... Oh, there's a bigger star. Well, shit. You know what? We'll just go with that. Do you like those ones, guys? I'm trying to think. There we go. I knew that one had a tinge to it. Look at that. Then we can use this little heart on the other one. Alrighty. I'm going to put those in the middle, and then we'll use the other ones too. But this one's going to go right here. I like the heart too. Okay. What was I doing? I don't even remember. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Alright. Gotta get my... Because I don't know if I have enough of these guys for my freaking hands. So I'm going to have to grab my silver out. My actual silver, because I don't know if I have enough. So we'll just have to make do with it, right? And you know what I wish I had? This is my Lisette gel nails. I wish I had a squeeze tube non-white gel. That's what I wish I had. So that way I could actually, like... Whoa, we don't need that guy. Alright, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna use this. Alright, I'm gonna put the heart in the middle of this one, so I need a good fair amount of gel here. I want a good fair amount of gel. Look, and you can't even see the top. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flash that into place. Yeah. And then the other ones we can disguise as well, and you won't see shiitake. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll add like this one, and then we'll add one underneath of it, and two, like one on each side, and then this one will be done. Oh my god, look at that. I love it. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and just add. See how that looks dirty now? Yeah, I don't like that. Get off. Alright, we're just going to go with silver because I can't. Alright. And then I'm going to go with a tiny one. Well, a smaller one. There we go. Cure that guy. Looks like a balloon, doesn't it? And it kind of takes your eye away from the corners. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So, this one's... I should have put the heart on this one, but it's fine. The star should disguise it. So I think for this one, we're going to go all the way. So we're going to take the star. I could just do that. We put that there, do that there, and then I could have put one here. So every other hand had a big one on it, you know? Let's see. So let's do that guy. Oop. And then we're going to go down to... So anytime you mess up or anything, you guys can literally disguise it with gems. I'm not kidding. Just like that. We're going to keep going down though. So each one. And then we're going to go down even smaller. The only thing is I got that clear. Now, let's just make sure she's even on both sides here. Yes, look at that. Oh my god, I love that. I need a brush. I got to get that excess off though, because my whole nail is matte, so I cannot. Okay. And you want to make sure the gems are touching each other. There's no like... Ta-da. Alright, well. There's going to be... You'll be able to see it, but it's no big deal. It's fine. I'm going to put that in there real quick. We're going to do just a flash cure real quick, and then we're going to do the same thing on the pointer. And then my pinky, I'm going to use the little tiny star. Instead of the big star, I'm going to use the moon on the other one. And then I'm going to grab my little tiny star. Not that one, or that one. So I'm going to grab my little clear tiny star, and we'll use the tiny star on my small nail. Oh, here we go. All right. That is so cute. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's put this guy back in here, though. That's super cute, super easy, you know? Okay, same thing, so... Oh, how can I put that on there? Oh my good lord. So just light... Oh, I love it already, you guys. But the fact that, like, I don't have to use a top coat on these, you know what I mean? Like, how much cooler can you get? You can't get any cooler than that. Do I think you should? Probably, but... Alright, we're gonna come down. I'm gonna add a tiny one there. Anybody can do these, though. You know? Okay, just make sure. Make sure they're not touching your skin. Yes. Oh my god, look at that. Tell me that is not... I'm sorry, but that's beautiful. Simple, yet beautiful. I think the small one will look big enough on my pinky nail, don't you? This should be big enough, but if the moon isn't big enough for my thumb, that's okay, because I could easily do something like this on my thumb. You know what I mean? The cuticle at my thumb is fine. So I can either add just the moon and a few on there, or nothing at all. But shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here with me. Okay. So far, they're looking beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Okay. So, let me grab... So we're going to add the LGN Pro Bling It Gel, which is my favorite gel. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, typically what you want to do is make sure the head of the star is up. So, with the star being the way that it is, you're going to need more... You're going to need more on it, if that makes sense. So, I thought I could... All right. This one's a little hard because I'm trying to make sure it's straight. I think it's straight. You want it straight and you don't want it up around too far on your skin. You know what? That looks as straight as I'm gonna get it. So let's go ahead and add the smaller ones here. Okay, that one's too big. So we're gonna go with this guy. And then a small one. And you know what? Typically I don't get to do a full set like this, so I'm actually excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these real small ones and set it down inside here. So I'm going to move this star down. And we're actually going to set that up inside there. So that way we can disguise the rest of that. I hope that makes sense, everybody. So we'll push it down where the star is. Push this star up. Push that down. Make sure it's even. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, I'm gonna cure. All right, that's it, y'all. Hi, Jordan. Bye. We're almost done, everybody. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody being here. Thank you, Black Orchid. Thank you, Nana Ange. Okay, we have one more left, and that's it. So we're gonna do the moon, and that's it. They look really, really cute so far, though. I hate this one. I love these, but I hate this one, you know? Anyway. Any hoozle, we at least gotta make this one somewhat, you know, good. So. Oops. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, I think I'm gonna put something here on this one and up here. Thank you, Sandra, for being here, babe. Because this one I added that extra, you know what I mean? I'm actually gonna do the moon this way. Typically we don't do moons like that, but I thought it would be cool. To do a different type of moon. Now, like I said, this is crooked. So I gotta try and line it up the best I can. Now that looks crooked as hell. What do you think? I don't know if I like it like that, but we're just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna take a few of these bigger pieces. And we're gonna go around the side. So once you get this on, once you get these up here like this, it shouldn't fall anymore. It should just hold it into place, but I'm actually not liking it like that. Much better. That was kind of driving me bonkers, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna pull those up all the way. Ouch. Same thing. Go down one notch. But this time I'm gonna actually go all the way around with these. And you want it to be nice and flowy. Okay. We're gonna go down one more to the little tiny one. And that's it. Alright. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it like that, y'all. And cure. That's it. We are done ski. Hi, Carmen. Hello, everybody. Alright, we're done. Alright, I'm going to move this out of the way. Anybody who is new coming in, hi, hello-y. My name is Sugar, and we just did some Russian almond dual forms with the snake print on them, and I used no top coat at all. Pretty freaking cool, to be honest with you. I'll put those away in a second. Okay, I'm just putting it in there for a full 60, guys, so I know for a fact that I'm not going to break out, and it's good to go. I love it. Thanks, love. I really appreciate it so much. I'm just going to throw these back in here real quick. I don't know why those look so weird, but... Okay. Alrighty. Should I see if they glow? I think some of them glow. Let me see if they glow, and then I'll let you guys go. That rhymed. Alright, let's see if they glow. Put them in, shut this off, shut this off. How do you do acrylic? Hi, Betty. Well, you gotta use a polymer powder and acrylic, or monomer. But these aren't acrylic, these are polygel, and I use these dual forms and polygel to do what I just did. I do acrylic on my channel, but I didn't do it in this one. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to flip this off real quick. A 40-second 9 short, what? Anyway. Nope, they don't glow. I thought they did. I thought the yellow glowed, but it don't. Oh, apparently it's the orange that glows. Doesn't glow very fast or very long, but it does glow, so. Alright, guys. Shout out to everybody who is in here. These are what we did tonight. Look at the scales on them. That is super cool. It's like a dragon sherbet look, you know? Now, I think I'm going to pop this guy off tonight or tomorrow and redo it with these so I can have an entire full set like this because I really love these. Like, look at the detail in the mat. I filed pretty good too. So, yeah, this is what they look like, guys. Always make sure that if you mess up around the cuticle area, always use your rhinestones because you'll never even know. Y'all would never know if you just looked at them, you know? Unless I told you about it. But yeah, there they are. Thank you so much for, DIYing these nails with me and using these Russian almond dual forms for the first time with me. Appreciate it. If you haven't seen part 1 with the thumb, go check that one out because that was my thumb's actually crooked, but shh, we won't tell anybody. Thanks for all the love and the likes and support, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out some of the ladies in the chat. Sandra has an amazing channel as well, guys. She just put a video up, so go check her out as well. I love you guys. I am so incredibly grateful. We're going to be doing acrylic next. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will see you on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? What's today? Monday? I'll see you on Monday, I think. No, today's Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Anyway, I love you guys. See you later. Thank you, Sandra, for all your help. Thank you, Black Orchid. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my mods. I love y'all, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye. Danny Lynn, I don't care if you think it looks ridiculous or not, because I freaking love them. So, toodaloo, lady. Bye. Have a great, wonderful night as well.